13. 14. Basically, there's nothing else that Arabella wants from her. We did have a Wesley.
He's online.
Two. Wait. Do we all fit in one?
I ain't riding with y'all stick asses. I got a noble mastiff steed.
Yeah, so we'll just take the one since he's on his steed, but he
Also, Brandon, that's a spell I just got that I used. Find steed. Fuck it, let's see what's going on.
if Torque stops, Arabella would make the carriage stop.
What was it? I couldn't hear right. Oh, okay.
Can we tell? Do they have? I was just gonna say, can we tell what kind of wounds they have, like what attacked them?
Well, I'm gonna be respectful and offer them a prayer, and then ask them what happened.
No, I'm not asking. I'm just looking. I'm not asking anybody anything. I was just wanted before
Oh, you're gonna just be nosy then, okay.
Have you met Arabella? Of course she's nosy. I just want to roll some check for it. I don't know what that rolled.
You got a crit?
Oh, hey! Are they still impaled? Are they still impaled? Is there something in them? Post-mortem. After being nosy and inspecting the body, then Arabella will offer a prayer and ask what happened.
Too late, I already did that.
I can do it too, you asshole! Can I insight that? Yep, okay. That medicine check will be the only good roll I have all night long. Arabella will probably just tell them, you should probably just hurry on to Somervilla, so if whatever did this to them is still out here, you make it safely.
They want to hang around here. Oh, okay. So they're really. Alright, they do whatever they want. If they had some information that helped us, then I would have done something. I don't give a fuck. Let's go to the Capitol.
Wait, before we leave, are there any signs of like a struggle? Like where these people died? Because if they're not currently impaled, that means they have to have been moved.
Can my dog pick up the scent? That's what my mount is. It's a mastiff.
That's what I'm thinking though, like blood from places, things like that.
Find steed. Find, like find familiar, find steed. Yep, exactly. It's, yeah, I can summon it again, boy. Alright.
Jeez, Brandon, not being prepared.
Yeah, for the thing that I just did today. How can you not know? You God, I can't believe you. No, you don't. Come throw it back in your face. But it takes a form that I choose, and it's a celestial fae or fiend, meaning it's a super dog, meaning I'm gonna ride it.
That sounds like something Torque would do.
No. It's a big dog. It doesn't have to be large size, it's just large for normal size.
Majestic Paladin.
Here's the thing, Brandon, though. You gotta bend the rules because it's a steed I'm summoning from another plane. It's celestial. It's celestial. It casts in large size on itself.
It's also got back problems because this dumbass orc is trying to ride it.
Sure. Pretty sure it's +1. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. I'm a big strong boy. Dog's name's Cujo.
Oh. Please tell Arabella's following. I don't know. How fast does Torque move? That's what Arabella moves. No, Brandon.
I don't know. I got a backpack. Anything could be
I
inside
have a blanket.
it.
Can I just wrap my blanket around me?
I got a lot of paper I can stuff in my armor. I got a lot of paper I can stick in my armor. I already said, like, way back in the day, I got a hood on my armor.
Okay. So this campsite, is there anybody there, or is it like these people's campsite?
Oh, how cold would you say it is outside? Okay, then I'm fine. I can withstand up to negative 20 degrees.
Okay, so that didn't answer my question.
I don't give a shit about your question.
The campfire. You said that you stopped. The fire. What else is there? Is there anything around it? Is there stuff? Mm-hmm. Did they leave anything behind? Can I roll an investigation check? Arabella just wants to look around just to see if she finds anything. Hold on, my character sheet closed. Let me pull it back up. Investigation. I told you that would be my best roll of the night.
Pile of shit from Cujo.
No.
Got frozen solid. Look around the outside of the camp section. Oh yeah, look at that. Just as good. Just as good. My passive perception is better than that. You can just 10. Alright.
Arabella's just gonna stand up and brush herself off and say, let's just get carried.
We hit a dead end. Let's go to Capital.
Same.
10.
Arabella is higher than that. Hold on. Hold on. I've got it right here. I don't. How do you figure your passive perception? I think I am proficient in perception.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to click.
So that'll be 13. Hers is only a 13. What? No, it's a 14. Just kidding. Arabella will show it to Torque and explain that it's Lady Nakart's symbol.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pick the whole top of the tin off, see what's under it. I'm also gonna wrap that around me like a poncho. Oh, nice, more paper.
Arabella will ask if she can have it.
Take it. I'm tired of carrying all this fucking paper.
What does it look to be a map of? Does Arabella recognize it? Mm-hmm. Arabella's gonna put it in her backpack. And she's going to say again, Risco.
Torque's already leaving.
Yep.
Torque had his poncho on and he was already walking away when you're taking him out.
So I guess Arabella's running after him to keep up. So we make it back to the carriage.
He's going to his chantry.
Wait, with like twerking us? And she says that to all of us?
What? Does what?
Okay. I misunderstood that, so I'm glad you clarified.
I don't need any of that. Alright, so I'm gonna ask Makana what's the best way to contact her. Alright, then write it on a piece of paper and give it to me, dumbass. Alright. If she needs me, I'll be at the chantry. Alright.
Wow.
You read that wrong, it's 69. Yeah, with enfeebleness. Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh wait, it's those smallpox blankets.
Good.
Shanks him. Yeah, I'm going to my church.
I am going to ask Tobias if he would like to help her look for her brother. Arabella's going to ask Tobias if he would like to help her look.
I'm sorry, say again, you cut out.
Arabella's going to ask Tobias and Eve if they will help her look for Zai. She's going to say he's not hard to miss. He's well, I guess he kind of is. He looks like me. Kind of.
Is he missing?
He left the city a few days ago without telling us he was leaving, and I don't really know where he is.
Let me see. Let's
What?
see. Is that a nat 20? Okay, there we go.
Okay, I'm okay with that nat 20 on. For Zai, yeah. And he rolled a nat 20.
Tobias is like, yeah, I know where he is. He owes me money.
Bitch better have him.
He's gonna inquire as to the whereabouts of a one Zai Tolls. All right.
How do you spell that, Brandon? Oh, okay.
It's spelled. It's spelled in.
I just messaged it back to you on Facebook so I can look it up later. I just spelled it out so that I would be able to search it later. Upon seeing Acthau, Arabella would walk up to him and just be like, "Hey, stranger." Yes. Actually, we came to ask Nerinius, is it? And she will point to the sage. I definitely hope so. I'm actually searching for my Zytols. Have you seen him? It is my understanding that he's traveled to the city recently. Okay.
Oh.
It's just me. Does Brandon keep cutting out for everybody?
Yeah, everybody does.
Okay. It's just like the call stops working for a couple minutes and then it starts back.
Wow, that little?
That's ambitious, dude.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers.
Brandon, leave some for the rest of us, man. Come on. It's like has SBS on a voice call. That's hardcore.
Never heard of people streaming porn from Pornhub.
You signed up for this? 14. Yep.
Like oh gosh, my brain quit working. Yes.
Maybe he just likes rubies. I like rubies.
I need to make note of that. Thank you. Pulling up an Excel doc.
Kill him, take later. Write some notes.
Did he have an answer to Arabella's question? Basically, she asked him if he's seen her brother.
Oh God, he's one of those people.
Oh, you mean the annoying kind of people?
That's supposed to be my job.
Arabella will say, I have information to give him, and I would really like to find his whereabouts. Do you have information about his location or his whereabouts?
So, but does that mean? But do you know where he is?
Possibly guide me in the right direction. What did Arabella just said that she would be more than happy to spread the word that he was very helpful to her as long as she can find her brother. Okay, Brandon, you cut out again. Arabella will kind of raise her eyebrow and say, "What kind of favor?" Arabella will smile and say, "It'll have to be a favor of..." And I'll happily do the same if I have something that you need to.
Yeah, she got it out for me too.
Of equal importance. You are simply giving me information, and I will be happy if I have something that you don't already know. You cut out again, Brandon. Before she shakes his hand, can I roll an insight? Arabella's just, she thinks he's really sketchy. What did I tell you?
That explains it.
Oh, so he's a member of my chantry.
Now I know why people are setting themselves on fire in this religion.
Did you hear what I said, Brandon? Arabella will reach out to Arabella will say, I first plan to go to the Nazarem office and is there a temple? To Soyesa here? That's where Arabella will say that she's going to stop by the Nazarem offices first, and then she will be there at the main place for the chantry.
Mech. Yeah, orphans. Oh. Don't use those two words in the same sentence, please.
Brandon, you cut out again.
Alright, idiocracy. Call him Ted. Call him Ted. T-E dead. Yeah. Sounds pretty. You died from me when you said half or something. Alright. I guess we're going to my orders office area in the chamber. Alright, you cut out from again. I'm not hearing it. Alright, so we're... We're in like a basement area. Okay. Sounds tasty. Hey, guy. Which way? We're going. Thank you. Don't you fucking dare. Ooh, sorry. We're here to make a report. Oh, and give him one of those bombs. Tell him these are. That was possibly bringing goods for the cult. I'm showing him the bombs, just so you can see them, and I'm telling him that somebody used these to blow up a caravan that was coming in to supply the cult. Well, I have information on somebody who's been bankrolling them. Alacan? Well, that was the name. Wasn't it Brandon? Yeah. So don't hear anything. Yeah, but obviously he's got to be somebody with a lot of money. We have. They offered help. I didn't see a reason to refuse. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have this much information. No, you gotta pee right there. Well, that's understandable. This isn't her super secret order of things. I want them to make friends, so I want him to tell. Oh, you cut out after. Cut out after she said ties with the silver sigil or whatever. I'm just assuming you said no. Okay. See, look at that. Torque the friend maker. My friends are cooler. What time of the day is it? Alright, well. Does he have, I'm gonna, do you have any?
We lost you again, Brandon.
Yeah. Yeah, you still cut out, like, you know, before you had changed it. Let's see.
I don't think this session has recorded much of anything I've been saying. My microphone was muted the whole time, so that's going to be fun. We'll just summarize this episode when we go back. I know, right? That microphone.
This is what.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, that microphone's been picking up everything. This one's been picking up nothing because it's been muted the whole time. Yeah. Anyways,
Quietly.
yeah, does Torque have anything else he wants to do at the
Yeah,
chantry?
he asked to shit, if they had any leads for anything to investigate in the capital.
Things to investigate in the capital. They're currently still looking into the Heart of Embers, and they did get a very concerning report from Torque about the cult of the Fifth Descendant, and they've been looking into that, and they say they've been finding terror dens popping up in the city that are concurrent with that are similar to what Torque described.
All right.
They brought in a Nazaram, and this is just information he gives you. They brought in a Nazaram analyst for it, and they've come to the conclusion that some powerful Terai has taken residence in the city in the past few weeks.
You cut out after powerful.
Some powerful Terai has taken residence in the city within the past few weeks.
Like, singular or plural?
There at least one, as just the rate of people popping up, and that it's consistent, that they're able to survive here and not be caught.
Okay. Alright, well then I guess I'm gonna leave until the end of the day and see if I can find information about Alakan.
Okay.
So if you wanna pick up with somebody else.
Yeah, we'll go back to the rest of the party looking for Zai. So you did you guys tell Nerenius where to find you?
Yes, but before they leave, Arabella's gonna ask him about her betrothed.
Oh, Zaichin. He chuckles as you mention Lord Zaichin, and says, "Oh, wait, what dealings do you have with the young lord?"
Arabella will raise her eyebrow and say, "He currently carries my oath blade."
He looks you up and down and then says, "Child, you can do so much better."
Arabella will kind of like scowl at him and ask him what he means.
He nods and says, "Of course I have contacts. They speak of many things.
Such as?
Things that some are capable of, and things that some are not capable of. Many of them talk of the things Lord.
You cut out again after some are capable.
Some are capable of, and some aren't capable of. Many of them speak of the things Lord Kraylor is not capable of." slap him? I mean, you can.
What did he say?
Shaq suggested slapping him.
Please do.
You have to do it.
Me?
Yeah, I was gonna say he insulted your lover, boo.
No, this is what Arabella will do. Arabella will just look at him and say, I recommend that you learn when not to say something and who not to say it.
He nods and says, I recommend you learn the same thing.
Now you gotta stop.
Arabella's not going to slap him. Arabella will just look at him and say, I have reason to believe that the things that are being said about him are not necessarily the truth.
He nods and says, and what evidence do you have to support that?
Arabella will just say, let's just say it's inconclusive and I'm still investigating.
Yeah, I mean, he would just nod and kind of give you a very inspecting look.
She would just say, that's why I would like to find him and question him further. So do you...
Yeah, he's going to say, well, reuniting family is one thing. It's not my job to bring together long-lost lovers.
But wouldn't you like to be able to get to the bottom of this if it's falsehood? If you were being told untruths?
He says it's of little concern to me.
Hello?
He says it's of little concern to him.
Oh, I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah. Basically, he doesn't care.
Arabella will just smile and say, well, I appreciate what help you can offer. And I will get to the bottom of this on my own, I suppose.
I know, right? He rolled an 8 for that history check, so he's just gonna sit there.
What history check?
Not one that concerns Arabella. Nerinius smiles at you guys and says, well, if you will, I'll have my sources look into your brother. He says, I've heard of a Tolls. Yeah, I've heard of a Tolls poking in and out of the Somia village, or Somia bridge area. Nerinius says that. He gestures with his hand for you guys to leave. Then sits back down and begins reading his book.
Hey guys, let's go to the bridge.
Akthal becomes very aware there are a lot of bridges in this town.
Hey, let's go get a map.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There are 3 main bridges.
What's the name of the bridge again? You said?
Somia Bridge. That is the southern one. Or, I'm sorry, that's the southwestern one. Let's see. Maybe I'll go someplace and just.
Let's do it.
Yes, minus all the space stuff.
So everything.
Let's see. With.
Yeah, roads. I like cars.
Here we go. Yeah, so where do you guys want to go?
To the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, you head to Somia's bridge. It is, it leads, I'm just gonna draw a map for the future. I'm just getting it ready now. It leads from the, south part of town that you're in, towards the city proper. There are plenty of things here. It all depends on what you're looking for. Oh, by the way, too, while you're in Somia, leaving it, there is a tall keep that looms over the south part of town. It has Lady Nakart's banners on it. She does have a house here. You guys also know you will never find her there.
Burn it to the ground then.
It is also made of stone.
I'm gonna draw a very bad picture drawing of Zai. Or just hold it up and ask random people. Have you seen this guy?
Okay.
He drew a picture of him. He's gotta do a performance check, right?
Yeah. Roll me a performance check. Do you give the name as you're standing around? Asking people? Yes. What is the name of that orphanage? The Listener's Pond. That's it. So the person you're talking to, you ask somebody if they've seen the picture. What is it, 11? It looks horrible. Like, nobody can recognize what you're, yeah, nobody can recognize what you're showing them. However, as a group of people shake their head and walk away from you, another man begging for a coin walks up to you and says, "Sir, could you spare any gold? I'm trying to buy back my shop."
Here's a coin guy. Have you seen this guy? His name's Zai. He's very lost.
Uh,
Am I lost though?
You're lost without act, though.
He points you towards. He takes the coin, and I have to keep track of this guy's coin because somebody is going to accidentally one day just complete his quest. And he takes the coin.
Because somebody's gonna what, Brandon?
I said somebody is someday going to accidentally complete this guy's quest. Group 2 has given him like 5 gold. Group 1 has given him like 10 gold so far. And you just gave him 1, right? So he's just well on his way.
He's made a little bit of money for himself.
He's panhandling. But
Did Arabella? Can Arabella go on with Acthal?
yeah, Acthal's with you. This guy's sitting talking to Acthal. but he points you towards a orphanage called the Listener's Pond, and says, the mistress who runs it, she knows more than she lets off. He says, I see her sneak out at night. He shakes his head and says, I don't follow her. I'm normally just looking for a place to sleep. So, yeah. He says if you're looking for somebody, she might know.
Yes, we go then.
Before they leave, Arabella will ask his name.
His name, he says, is it important to someone as fancy as yourself to remember little old me?
I mean, we may need your help in the future.
He gestures wildly, almost smacking Arabella in the face, as he puts one hand on his chest and the other one in kind of like an orator's, like a very dramatic orator's, just open hand forward, and says, I have been wronged by those who think to call themselves Lord, the noblest and the meekest of them. I am but wee one, Canellan.
They think to call themselves what?
They think to call themselves lords.
Arabella nosy as shit, so she's gonna ask, how was he wronged?
He says, stolen from under me, my shop. I was a merchant who said no to bullies and thugs. And thus they took it all from me.
Bullshit, he's probably a druggie and the bank foreclosed on him.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, you can.
Hopefully I won't get another nat 1. My character sheet keeps closed.
But he told you his name is Canellan.
It's what?
Canellan.
That's a cool name.
Kenelan.
Kenelan?
Yes.
Arabella will pull out 5 gold and hand it to him.
He thanks you for it and says when he gets his shop back, you'll always be a welcome patron. Once again, gesturing to the point where he almost smacks Arabella in the face again. Oh yeah, by that way, that insight check, he seems to be telling the truth. What a poor guy.
Arabella just chuckles at him and just says, I suppose we've all been wronged in some way. Hopefully you'll get your shop back if that's what the gods will.
I actually don't have what god he worships on here.
Satan.
Yeah, but he enthusiastically shakes your hand and says, thank you, you're too kind, madam, too kind. He goes and immediately spends it on drugs. I'm kidding.
Roll a percentage die to see if he does.
I'm of the same belief that my 6-year-old sister, Arabella's of the same belief of my 6-year-old sister is that if I give him money and he spends it on alcohol and drugs, at least he's warm.
Yeah, so you guys head to the listener's pond. Inside are some orphans enjoying a lovely feast. There is a very, 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 and when I say exceptionally, I mean exceptionally ugly woman, juggling for them as a few of them clap at her entertainment.
I feel
Damn,
like
that sounds-
Eve would join in.
Sounds like Zai's type.
I feel like Eve would join in.
Yeah, let's see. Eve rolls a performance check and begins playing music to the juggling. It is a very merry scene. You wouldn't. I mean, if these kids are orphans, they're Annie, like the tap dancing orphan. Yeah, all of them are Annie. They're having the best time of their lives.
Too bad we got
Yeah, I mean, I imagine right now everybody just breaks out into song and dance. And
Are there any other adults around?
Is anybody looking sad? And not dancing?
Let's see. We're gonna shuffle this. There are as of right now, there are not. Not that you can see, at least in the main hall. After probably about 40 seconds to a minute of this, the woman stops her juggling, catching the balls, and the kids clap as the song comes to an end. She walks up towards you and says, "Huh, lots of visitors today to the orphanage. How can we help you?"
We're looking for this. Here's a very detailed illustration.
She's gonna roll a perception check. She gets a 2. Your drawing's not any better. And she says, "Well, can honestly say I've never seen him before."
His name's Sanguine.
He's not.
Yeah, she says, "No, I normally try and normally try not to mingle with the nobility." She says,
And then
she says the tolls, they can be rather cruel.
Yeah, they're
Arabella
disgusting
is
human
gonna.
beings.
Arabella is gonna just smile at her and say, "Not all of us fit into that category."
She nods and says, "Well, I don't doubt that. Every batch of apples has their ripe ones and their rotten ones, I suppose."
So you've never seen my brother?
She raises an eyebrow and says, "Brother."
My half brother, Cytols.
She looks around and says, "Unless he's a runaway orphan."
Can I insight that?
You can.
I roll.
A 20? You feel like that comment was a little bit loaded.
Do what?
I said, you feel like that comment was a little bit loaded. It's not necessarily, untrue.
Arabella will just say, "Wait, what exactly did she say again?"
You asked her, has she seen your brother before? And she said, not unless he's a runaway orphan.
Arabella will just look at her and smile and say, "I guess that depends on what your definition of an orphan is."
She gestures to one of the kids there and says, "Well, these little scamps here. Poor little fellers have no place else to go."
Hey, I'm gonna ask Eve to do a drawing for me.
Eve is not an artist, though.
No.
She's able to draw a much better depiction. She's able to draw a much better depiction of Zai. It does take her some time, though.
And I just show that to the kids and ask them this.
The merriment that was enjoyed by the kids as you were here, as you now go up to each one of them and, ask if they've seen it, they kind of get quiet and they don't, they kind of shut down as you talk to them, they just... Hey, that's rude. I'm kidding. Yeah. This isn't something that happens immediately, by the way. It takes Eve a moment to complete this, a good minute. What would you guys be doing while Eve's redoing this drawing?
I feel like Arabella would just be talking to her.
Okay. The one thing you notice about her,
Information on the orphanage.
she fidgets a lot. Occasionally, twisting her head and pulling on her ear at random moments. And it's not necessarily even a tell. You guys could be talking about the weather. Simple conversation. And there is just something about her that's kind of, not unnerving, but it's very distracting how much she fidgets.
Does Arabella happen to notice anything going on around her as she's fidgeting? I say in quotations.
She scratches at the balls she's holding. Quite often.
At the what she's holding?
She's holding wooden balls. She was juggling them when you guys came in.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I feel like Arabella would just continue to not necessarily interrogate her, but just say, she's always looking for a good cause to try to help and get the Toll's name out of the mud a little bit.
She says, well, can't rightly feel good about taking your money. Nobleman came by earlier and donated a big feast to the kids. We're doing pretty well lately.
What did this nobleman look like?
She says, oh, he was pretty. All the things you expect from a nobleman. Pockets, as deep as you could reach.
Shit, he has pockets?
Mm-hmm.
Arabella will say, one feast, though, will not tide you over.
She nods and says, by Vale Rearer's blessing, we get by.
She nods and says... She nods and says, what, Brandon?
Oh, by Vale Rearer's blessings, we get by.
Arabella would just smile at her. And just say, children should be able to do more than get by.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she nods and says, I agree. Would you like to adopt one?
Let's do it. Let's adopt one.
Does Aggie say that?
Yeah. Might as well. Take a delight on the journey.
Arabella will just say that she doesn't currently have a stable home to support a child.
Not many people do.
But she would like.
More stable than this.
She would like.
The orphan matron puts her hands on her hips, dropping the balls and looking very upset at that statement, and says, "This is a wonderful home for them."
Exactly. I don't have a home for them. I want to help. Arabella wants to say. Arabella says that I want to help make this home. It is. She is going to take 100 gold.
Oof. Canellen comes in, takes the 100 gold, and says, "Thanks!" and leaves.
No. She's going to hand it to Lizzie, and she said she's just going to say, growing up, my brother was the only person I could trust. Hopefully, these kids can depend on each other, and maybe this will just help them get by a little longer.
Yeah, she nods, taking the money, and says, "Ma'am, it's really not necessary."
Let me subtract that 100 gold from my bag.
All right.
And Arabella's going to look at her and just say, "Are you sure you haven't seen anyone that might be my brother? Any direction that I may..."
You guys notice, Eve casting a spell. Does
Do I
anybody...
recognize it?
She starts the incantation. Does anybody move to stop her?
No.
She gets about halfway through it before you recognize Zone of Truth. And the spell goes off. Everybody standing next to Eve, go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
21.
Yeah, you guys all pass it. What's Eve's? I know her thing's not 21. Move this here.
It's like a 14, I think, since her...
I think it's lower than a 14, because I don't think she maxed out. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Alright.
Pay close attention and make a lot of notes, Brandon.
Yeah, DC 14. Eve smiles and says, just so we're communicating all on the right page, or on the same page, the matron mother steps back and says, "That is very rude." Does anybody say anything else to her?
Arabella did ask her a question.
Yeah. She says, "No, I haven't seen your brother."
Is that one of the
Huh?
Is that
Oh, yeah, she is.
Okay, I show her the door.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna get you anything else.
Wait, already discussed with
Huh? No, I'm saying, like, she looks at it and says, I don't recognize him. So.
Eve will know if somebody fails the zone of truth, right?
She does. But she's not playing tonight. Evelyn is an NPC.
Yes, but since Arabella knows that, because Arabella can get that spell,
Yeah.
when she receives an answer, she's gonna kind of look to Eve.
Arabella knows like how the magic works. Eve shrugs. She casts the spell, and as last time you guys did it, you had Lilfear tied up. Liz stepped out of the zone of truth. Did you hear me? Hello? I think Discord just closed. Wait, why did it close? Okay. I don't know why it did that. I know, right?
Brandon,
Hey, can you hear me?
now.
I'm not sure why Discord closed. Anyways, so, what was the last thing you heard me say?
I said Arabella would look to Eve for confirmation, and then nothing. For me.
Eve shrugs. Last time you guys cast the spell, you had Lilfear tied up. Eve cast it, and then Liz stepped backwards.
She stepped out of the zone of truth.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out if Arabella will put 2 and 2 together.
That's 4.
I'm just saying, would she recognize that she stepped out of the zone, out of the space?
I mean, yeah, Arabella knows how the spell works.
So Arabella is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that mostly because Eve is very impulsive and does things without thinking them through.
She does. You're correct.
I feel like that would have been an Allison thing, like, oh wait, I have Zone of Truth. I cast Zone of Truth. Yeah, no.
Arabella's just gonna say, I apologize for the inappropriateness of my companions. We will be on our way. If you do happen to see Zai, will you at least tell him that I'm looking for him? And
she nods and says, just because of our positioning, we do get a lot of visitors. We'll be on the lookout for, she gestures to the now thrown away drawing, that, Acthal had and said, for that.
Yeah, just look for an Allil-born male named Zai. That will probably be more beneficial to you than that drawing.
I just walk out.
He's got a tear in his eye.
Arabella will just give her a small nod and follow Aki out the door.
Yeah, so you guys are having this it's about noon when you're having this conversation at Somia Bridge. Did you guys want to look for a place to stay for the day since you're going to be in the capital?
I'm sure we will, but Arabella will want to kind of post herself outside of the orphanage so that she can see who comes and goes for a little.
Okay.
She does not believe the unattractive woman.
Yeah, she never did give you her name.
No, and Arabella did make a point to ask for it.
No, I don't think... Well, I think your mic might have cut out if you did. She would have given it to you if you asked for it. Her name's Sally.
Is that the name she would have given me?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I see now. I don't understand.
What? Oh, okay.
He just now made the connection. Larkin! Where's Larkin? What happened to Larkin? Sorry.
Are you talking about
I'm
Sally
joking.
being trapped in a well?
No, I was hoping one of you guys would get that, but never mind.
Yeah, do you guys want to try and find some place to stay in the city?
I just told you what I wanted to do.
Yeah, you're posted up. I already rolled checks for you.
I want to go back to the Sage's Temple.
Nerinius's? Okay. Well, I was just saying so you have places to sleep tonight.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Arabella would want to find something once it becomes late enough.
Heading back to Nerinius's place,
No, too. So, hey, we can stay here for free. You just spent 100 gold on kids for no reason. So you might
hey,
some money.
those kids are going to be walking around with gold chains tomorrow, and be like,
Play, play.
Trolls fashion, yo.
Get a wagon with some rims.
Roll up with crossbows, do drive-bys on the poorer side of Somia. We got it like this now.
Hire a bunch of people to pick the corners of it up to look like it has hydraulics.
So what, you head back to, Nerinius? Headed back there, Nerinius is, talking with 5 other people.
I don't interrupt.
Okay.
Just go, get a scroll or book.
And sit down. They disperse pretty quickly after you come in. Maybe 5 minutes of your presence, their conversation wraps up. And they are headed out on their way. You notice distinctly each one of these guys has a ruby pendant on. Not the same, but a pendant nonetheless. And that's just a common thing marking them part of Merchants of the Ruby. Yeah, basically it says, hey, we trade with rubies or gold. So, it is a trade alliance. It is on the wiki, I believe. So, you can look it up. Yeah. Arabella posts up. What's Tobias doing this whole time he's been in town with them?
Reading
Okay, from his book?
from one of the books he has. Just been reading, sitting down when possible.
Alright, we're gonna jump back over to Zai then. Where was I going? Oh yeah, the jailer's house, and in Eileen, or it wasn't Eileen, right? Yeah. Yeah. So you can head to the Eileen sphere of town. And you meet some interesting characters there. But yeah, go ahead and roll me a investigation check. DC 12 to find out where Tom was living. Unless you can think of another way to try and find out. Asking about. There is a guard barracks on this side of town. They do remember Tom when he used to work there, and they're able to point you towards his house. Headed to Tom's house. This part of town specifically, where Somia, the buildings were kind of stacked on each other. These houses are a little more free-formed, kind of like farmhouses. This is like the suburbs of the city. Nothing out of the ordinary about Tom's house. You can? There is no answer.
Can I check to see if the door?
Rolling evens or odd on that. Wait, evens it is, odds it isn't. It is locked.
Alright, I think I'm going to try to take the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check. Because there's no open lock this edition. You are unable to pick the lock your first attempt. Some people notice you as you're hunched over at the door. Just kind of trying to fidget the lock. You've noticed two people on the street have stopped and started pointing at you.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, hey. My fellow guardsman went missing, and I'm trying to figure out where he's at, and he's not answering his door, and he's been missing for 2 days, so I'm worried about him.
Is he is Zai really? Is he? I'm not gonna make Zai roll a check for it. I'm just saying, because
I'll roll if you want me to.
I mean, they're already suspicious of you. You can try and deceive them, but they're basically just commoners. Like, oh, that's strange. That's strange.
There you go. Go. Here's my deception.
They nod and keep walking.
Can I try to pick the lock?
Did you see that dude's face? Ugh.
Yeah, you can.
Alright. Hey.
Yeah. The second attempt goes much better for you as you walk inside. There is a coming into the first part of the house. There is a wooden table and 2 benches around it. On top of the table is a sack. And there's nothing else of interest in this room. There are 2 rooms that lead off from it.
Go check what's in the sack.
A head. No, I'm kidding. It's potatoes.
Let's say, whoa, things just got really cheesy. Just the back potatoes.
Yes.
Alright. Figure I'll take the potatoes next to the orphanage.
Alright, you just leave with the potatoes?
I get those on the way out, but that was just when I had to tell. I'll check one of the other rooms.
Okay. One of the room to the right leads upstairs. The room to the back leads to a kitchen with the back door on it.
Okay, I'm gonna go like up the stairs, but I'm gonna roll a stealth check before.
Okay.
Oh, come on. He could have at least one bad roll.
We're about to end if you want to wait like 10 minutes. It's up to you.
I have had one bad roll. I rolled a 10. Shut up.
10
Yeah.
is not bad. A 10 is average.
It's awful. What are you talking about? Also, check my modifiers and all the shit that I'm rolling. I'm playing my strengths today.
Zai heads upstairs. Yeah, I mean, you can do so stealthily. Up here there is one large room, with the door on it to the back. This area is kind of like a attic turned into like a loft.
Okay.
If that makes
Do I notice
sense.
anything, like,
Not particularly in this part of the house.
head back down the stairs.
Okay. The room. Sorry, Jan's contagious. The room had a closed door, by the way.
Oh,
Like-
well, let me go try to check that
Yeah,
out.
like it's an attic, but there's like a built-in wall in it, and somebody like made a loft up here.
Gotcha. Alright,
So-
we'll go check that door.
Okay. The door glides open as you touch it. This room is I'm sorry, rather you've been in darkness. Not that it really deters you. You just lose your sense of color. Opening this room, there's sunlight pouring into it. Just from the direction it's facing. And there is a bed, and there is also the first things I notice is to his right there's a body on the floor. Yeah.
I'm gonna go check the body.
From what he can tell, and Zai is no expert in medicine, I don't think.
No.
Yeah. From what Zai can tell, this person was killed. Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I mean,
Roll investigation, see if I can-
yeah, you can try and insight some of the cuts and things, but yeah, this guy's cut.
17.
Yeah. You see very small cuts on him. He was in a fight with somebody who's very good with the sword, from what you can tell. Like muscles cut, lots of debilitating cuts, like on arms and stuff. Once again, they don't look terribly deadly. Kind of meant to knock the person out. Or rather, not knock them out, but, incapacitate them. So they can't fight back.
Do I notice
Does-
anything, like, on his body, like ID or anything?
There is a... What's Zai's passive perception? 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Zai's just like, oh, dude, this dude's dead. And that's kind of what Zai's seeing right now.
Gotcha.
I am going to roll him in evens or odds. Doesn't change anything from what Zai sees. That's just something for me mentally. So,
Is there anything else in the room?
there is a stain of blood on the bed. The
Stash of porn under the bed.
yeah. The window.
This guy, too.
Yeah, the
Brazilian fart
window's
porn.
closed in this room. Doesn't look like any valuables were disturbed.
Okay. Does it... Would I be able to tell if there was, like, enough blood that he was killed in that room, or if it was, like, put in there after he was already killed?
Are you inspecting the body closely?
Yeah, I'll roll an inspection check.
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation, or you can... Oof, 9. You start turning over the body. You can't really make out what you're looking at. He does have a... And this is just something... Yeah, this is just something very noticeable. He does have a ruby pendant on his neck around in a chain.
I'm gonna take it. I wouldn't recognize Tom, would I?
You would not. You have no idea who Tom is. He does have a tattoo on the side of his neck that says "Tom's awesome." I'm kidding. But yeah, you're able to take it.
Alright, well I'm gonna leave that room and head back downstairs then.
Okay. Give me 1 secondo. And I think this might be where we leave off.
More combat.
I want combat so bad. I've said it for the last 2 sessions.
That's funny that you should say that.
Why is that funny?
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. So, Zai walks back downstairs. Did he close the door behind him?
To the dead body room?
To outside.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. There are, when you get back downstairs, in standing in complete darkness, there are 2 figures, just waiting there. As they hear, Zai's footsteps, you just hear... But, yeah, we're going to leave off there. Because, there is one person watching this house. And if you want to find out what happens to Zai, look at Group 2's next session.
Group 2?
They talk to this NPC.
Oh.
Who, that's probably where Zai will be going, so.
With Group 2?
Huh? No, not with Group 2. Just, probably a hostage. Anyways, we're gonna end there. Slow session tonight. You guys have Nerinius on your side, though. Well, he's not really on your side. He's just, hey, yeah, if I help them, they can probably shoot stuff. They look like they're good at it. I'm gonna say 600 EXP across the board. Not a lot happened tonight. Oh, you know what? I'll give 150 additional EXP for investigating the body. You guys, well, everybody 150 additional, because you investigated a body, but so did Torque and Arabella.
Oh, that's right.
Otherwise, the 31st of Father. Slow day.
You're never gonna find me!
If you had
Especially now that you're getting your ass kidnapped.
Like Edgar Allan Poe, just dead in the gutter.
Nerinius has a good ear to the ground as far as kidnappings go, so you guys will be alright on that front.
Look, Brandon. I gotta find these extremists and who's funding them.
Oh, they're around. They're not hard to find.
Extremists.
Yeah.
But you gotta let me find them.
We got Donald Trump hunting asses over here.
Yeah,
You're damn straight. That's
Like-
exactly what's going on.
It's not very hard for Torque like you can find them and you can kill them. Alright, you guys enjoy your night. I'm gonna chit chat for a little bit.
Don't forget your pizza.
You,
Pizza's dead.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Some of them.
is there pineapple pizza left?
Yeah, there's pineapple.
That's what I'm
Hey,
talking
hey,
about.
Shaq.